Hey, it's DLC time. So let's... Oh, what? Do I have to select it from the chapters, I guess, then? Yeah, here we go. Alright, 2 kernels. After new level load, previous auto saves will be eventually overridden, your quick saves will not be influenced. Enter.
Anna, my daughter. The year we spent on the road gave me time to think about things. Respect, responsibilities, duties. They all mean nothing compared to what's important. My family. You. I'm sorry, I only got it now. I'll go through this snow-covered graveyard with a sieve, if that's what it takes to find the cure. As for Artyom, he feels his guilt. He wants to atone. I'll just have to see that atonement doesn't cost him his life. The important part is that I'm back in Metro, and no mutant can stop me here. Radiation on the surface is different, though. Frankly, I thought I was buying a one-way ticket for myself going in.
You said you were close, but why do you need the Institute?
You are persistent. We're on a mission, but that's all I can tell. But now, thanks to the green stuff given to us by Kirill, we both have a chance to achieve the goal and survive. So, Private, Artyom left. I'd better get ready to set out too.
What about me?
Here's our new
Colonel, sir?
stuff.
You'll stay here. I'm putting you in charge of communications. I need someone to coordinate the operation. Can you handle the responsibility?
Yes, sir. I can.
Good. By the way, Private, how did you live here before the riots, when there was still enough green stuff to go around?
We did all right, but my dad was always out on a mission or a patrol.
So, you barely saw him?
Oh no, Dad did his best to come home earlier, especially on the holidays. We even spent the last New Year's together.
Recounter. 1 year earlier.
Colonel, sir, the maintenance guys asked to remind you to
Lemnikov.
burn all the slime around the pumps once you reach them.
Uh-oh, I say the slime is done for. Colonel Klepnikov himself is taking up the flamethrower.
Don't jinx it. As for flamethrower, where is it?
Here you go, Colonel, sir. Mind you, it's quite heavy.
I know.
Flamethrower.
Is it pressurized?
Should be, but I'll still check. The handle's on the side. Give it a pump or two if needed.
If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. All right, I'm off. Give slime some hell, too.
We'll do just that, sir.
We certainly will. Break a leg.
Break both.
Oh, thanks.
It's gonna be weird having the main character talk for once. Do we have anything other than this flamethrower, or is this all we need? Oh yeah, the flamethrower is all we need. And it functions like the lighter for destroying everything too. Cool. I clear the way. Slugs.
Damn, this thing is huge. Order to all groups. I just saw a fully grown worm, so watch out.
Alder, Red One here. Roger that. Red 2, roger. Red 3, roger that, sir.
Good.
like wearing hazmat stuff right now. Everything burns. Can't leave any slime. Okay, so you have to actually hold it for a little bit. Get it to spread. Bad poisoning. Alright, got a new note. Foreman's Diary 1. I gotta admit that Andre doesn't have a good head on his shoulders. Or does have a good head on his shoulders. These tunnels are always easy to get lost in, but when they get covered in slime, even a map can't help. It's enough for it to cover some passages to change the shape of the place completely. The road signs truly are a godsend here. Highly visible and the slime can't eat them away. We only had to ask our guys to grab some signs when they returned from the work at the old railroad. They brought a whole bunch in no time. Now we can't get lost here even if we wanted. The Oscom guys will have an easier time finding their directions too, once they finally decide to visit this place with their flamethrowers. Why didn't I think of this earlier? I really should have arranged a bonus for him. He's earned it fair and square. Hopefully he can earn it, but I'm highly doubting that it'll all work out in the end. Knock knock. Oh fuck. I didn't press E fast enough? Okay. I thought I did, but alright. Maybe I have to double tap it with like 2 fingers. Double tap time. Yeah, you didn't get me that time, did you? Gyrating. Let's get that flamethrower back. Generator. No power. Got enough gas? Nice. I have no idea if I even have medkits. It also didn't allow me to select the difficulty, so I'm assuming it's on the hardest. Or second hardest, the one I had on before. Ranger difficulty. Oh, on. Oh, the rads. I love the rads. Ooh, medkits. 2 of them, actually. Nice. I don't like all this shit. Okay. Couple lockers of supplies. Gross. Oh. I'm sure the smoke isn't all that good for you. I like this flamethrower. It's nice and effective at clearing out all this gunk. Suspicious hole. I got the rads. Mr. Geiger, stop, please. Slow down your counter.
Hold up, this is Red 3. I got a set of pipe here. Can't burn through a barricade. We're
3. You don't need explosives. Just find the valve that stops the water flow.
Use explosives, it's fine.
Roger that, Alder. Alder, Red 3 here. I found the valve and then proceeding as planned.
Good job, Red 3.
How do I even apply the thing? I can't. I probably should have swapped it, shouldn't I? Yeah, I guess I kind of fucked myself with that, whatever that thing was. Good job, me. Forgot how Metro works. All these chemicals, but can't do anything with them. Thank you, you're a hero. And who died here? Sacrifice will not be in vain. Unless it is. We're playing a guy who is most likely dead. So what, did I just lower the water level slightly? I'm clearly being an idiot and I'm missing something. Ah, this ladder. That's what I missed. They didn't burn it. Knock knock. Hi here. The flamethrower. Oh, here's our workbench. Perfect. Alright. Now we can do some stuff. Airtight. Nice. Standard tank. So it's bigger. Nice. Might as well max out. Alright. Maxed out. I didn't even think it was like that, but alright. Gotta turn the power on. Man, I'm dropping a lot of frames right now. My internet is shitting itself quite a bit.
Worms may bite you, but they won't home in or get in or whatever. Not in your lifetime. These worms are not that kind of worms. But as for the catwalks, you really should be careful around those. The Oscom is miserly with green stuff nowadays, and taking a dive means 3 days worth of radiation you absorb right there.
Okay, so do we have a thing we can turn on here? No. Foreman's Diary 2. That rot keeps spreading. And the more some accumulates, the faster it spreads. Valiant defenders, though, instead of scheduling regular cleanups and sticking to that schedule, instead prefer to wait till the last possible moment when the worms appear, and then run around with their butts on fire playing heroes. Interesting part, though, is that each time they send less men. The second team's chief said it was not a coincidence, that there's some secret project going on the old railroad, and they are throwing all they can at it, and neglecting us. We're far behind that thing on the priority list. Everything under the wraps. Come on, going to invent shit. At least put some effort into it. Nobody wants to do anything, and that's a problem. They all want to find a warm and quiet place, sit on their asses, and do important things, like counting beans and stuff. Wonder when they're giving out green stuff, there's always a crowd. When it's time to burn some slime, you hardly see anyone ready to take the task. Negligence. Isn't a thing to turn the power on there. Oh, generator. Okay. I don't really know where I'm going right now. Kinda just, forging forward. Which I guess isn't a bad thing. But I'd like a purpose to my madness. Burn. Burn. Oh, helper. Thanks, buddy.
Hello, sir. How is it going on your side? Everything fine?
Yes, pretty much. What's up with you?
My flamer won't hold the pressure, and I can't find the leak for the life of me.
Do you have any spare fuel? I didn't expect that shit to grow so thick here.
Of course I do, sir. Help yourself. Here.
Nice. Thank you.
I heard helping the commanding officers is good for your career. Also, that ship did grow like crazy. I think I got it. I really did. All right. I'll go catch up with the guys. Good hunting, sir.
You too.
Hey. They're telling me to use my med kit, but should I? Should I really? Sweet zombie. Ah, shit. Get off of me. Oscom.
So, the foreman calls me over. Still raw from the chewing out the Oscom people we gave him, huh? You can see it by his walk. The way his pants still smoked. So, he calls me over and he says, I don't care how you do it, but the pumps must work. So I say, where am I supposed to get the O-rings? The slime just rots them and the pumps break down. And he just says he don't give a fuck. Can you imagine such an asshole? And I just go, so, are you telling me to steal them from another station? You know as well as I do they don't make them no more? Or do you think I'll just shoot all my green stuff at once and go topside to get it? You want results, you either get me the parts or go... well, I told him to fuck himself. So he just turns all red and shouts, no green stuff for you this month. And I go, really? Then I'm doing no work this month. Fix the pumps yourself, you asshole. So, that was it for that job.
Guessing this one is not airtight, though. Or is it? It's not airtight. Probably doesn't make much of a difference, though. Guessing the airtight one has a maximum capacity equivalent to the lower end of this one. Note. Worker's note. I hate to say I told you so, but we're screwed now. Cleaning the filters won't help. The pipes are full of slime instead of water now. I tried heating the incoming pipe with a blowtorch some, and the pump did restart after some time, but there's already 2 fingers of that shit on the walls now. The overflow basin's full, and the only thing that can do the trick is a proper burning. You just started raising alarm a week ago. And I say that now, you should take a brush and clean everything yourselves, as you were so against the idea of bothering the bosses back then. Somebody didn't do their job well. Ow. Fling shit at me. Flinging shit at me is how you die faster. It's like the flood. Hey. Guy. Med pit. Med pack. gotta be careful about repumping. Don't want to get caught with my pants down and an enemy just going right up on me. Darn worms. Yes. That was weird. Gotta shut the water off, so there's a valve. I must say, this guy sounds a lot like Gartiel when he gets hurt, doesn't he? Strange. Ah, shit. Oh. Never mind. That's actually convenient. Layers. More layers. Water pump system. And then we can burn all those worms. Ah, shit, get off of me! Hey! Yeah, barbecue worm. All those worms are gone. That's a very good sign. Damn it.
Colonel, sir, I just had maintenance on the line. They say the water's flowing again. They're sending a team to handle the rest. Mission complete.
Yay.
Great. Thank you.
Close lock from both sides.
Sir, we're mission accomplished.
At ease, gentlemen. You did a great job there.
Thank you, Colonel, sir. Frankly, we were on sweep-up duty after you, sir.
Ah, cut that. Sweep up duty. Sure. On behalf of OSCOM, I'm issuing an official commendation.
We serve OSCOM.
Great. We'll get out of those suits and go rest.
Certainly, sir. Thank you, sir.
Get out of all this gunk.
So what was I... Oh, I remember now. I wonder how much radiation did we just soak up? Well,
I can see
it's
green
all
things in
ours
my
now.
eyes.
Don't sweat it. We're gonna get some extra allowance on that to come. They'll give us shots at the checkpoint. It's not that I'm sweating, it's just I'm thinking if I should just take it like this and spend it. I guess we could have a few drinks. It is New Year's Eve after all.
And spend tomorrow puking our guts out because of radiation poisoning? Fuck that.
You're right. I really could go for a few drinks though.
We could still do that. I have a few ampules of green stuff stashed away just for such occasions.
Haha! Now we're talking.
Sir, take that suit off and put the flamer down, please. They have to be scrubbed for radiation.
Probably a good idea.
You'll also be getting a shot of green stuff at the checkpoint, all cold.
Heck yeah.
You just took a week's worth of exposure, at least.
Good. Thank you. Right. Here.
Thank you, and goodbye, Colonel, sir.
Come aboard, Colonel, sir.
Thank you. Hey guys, get aboard. We give you lift to Prospect.
Thank you, sir, but we're waiting for the transport from HQ. There's enough space for everyone.
Good luck then. Let's go, Petrovich.
Yes, sir.
HQ here. Post-Apocolyptic, report your situation. Over.
Mission accomplished, Comrade General. I'm mostly done, Dolia. The worms are all toast.
Frame rate.
The guys will handle the mop-up, and I'm heading home. It's New Year's Eve, after all.
Sure thing, Slava. Who else would you turn to for understanding if not for another single brother?
Well, you've got it easy. I hear your son's a captain already. Give my congratulations to Sirio, by the way.
You can give him yourself. I'm running a little party on January 2nd. Family life. For now, though, just drop by my place and then have your
Don't hurt yourself.
Roger that. Over and out.
HQ out.
There's a little bit of texture glitching on the radio, walkie-talkie radio thing there.
Sir, roll up your sleeve, please. We've got to give you the shot.
Here you go.
Oh yeah,
Roll
much
your
better.
sleeve up, Petrovich. You get a shot too.
No, please. I'd rather use my own injector at home.
Be my guest then.
Thank you.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that
Lean
do
on the
that.
doors, please. Next station
And they
is
just store it away
Krasnodar
for when they need it.
Is your granddaughter getting worse?
No, thank God. Still, standard child's allowance of green stuff is not enough for her, even though we moved to the prospect. So I'm squirreling away whatever I can, just in case. It's not easy, but we survive, and that's what counts. But enough about us. Tell me if you roasted that shit good.
That we did, Petrovich. That we did.
My friend, that is good to hear. Still, it will just grow even thicker next time, like it always does. And see, the pumps are failing. It's because of that slime, and they've been working non-stop for 20 years. And now this shit. The filters get clogged, the O-rings, they burst, the iron rusts. And soon the old counter-flooding system will give up the ghost, and we'll have to row boats here.
You'd make a good gondolier.
I can sing too!
Please, spare me. Your singing is an atrocity.
We're there.
Thanks for giving me a lift, Petrovich. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you.
And don't forget, after the official ceremony, we'll be waiting for you and Kirill to drop by, as usual. We'll be there.
Hello.
Colonel, sir.
Happy New... What's it say? Happy New Year celebration announcements.
Colonel, sir.
Colonel, sir, please proceed. The general is expecting you.
Oscom HQ. General Vinogradov. Yes.
I don't need your excuses, Captain. If you take the initiative to do something, you must be ready to see the thing you started to the end. Dismissed.
So this technically happened right at the beginning of Metro Exodus then.
Oh, Slava! I've been waiting for you.
Like by the time they
Come
left
on in.
Moscow, this was happening.
Make yourself comfy. There's been a new development here while you were out barbecuing. Take a look at these maps.
Background radiation?
Yes, stalkers brought this in from the SATCOM center. And
Get
now,
out of here,
I
stalker.
want your people to go there and find the fresh ones. Detailing the whole country so that we know where to go. Take this under personal control and ensure complete secrecy. Okay?
Go, Tolia? Cut to the chase. Are we preparing an
All right,
evacuation?
this is strictly between us, mind you. Yes. We can't delay any longer. We're out of green stuff. We'll have to resort to confiscations, so everything must stay under wraps for now.
Why the secrecy? It's good news. People would donate their stock voluntarily if we told them.
Not my decision, Slava. Still,
Well, it's a very
sometimes it
shit
makes sense
decision.
to save the good news for last.
I see. Thanks for telling me.
Remember, it's between us.
You know me. Well, Happy New Year.
Wait a
I
second.
better get home now.
As a hero of the war on slime and a lone father, you are hereby granted a New Year's present from the command. A 1-month allowance for 2.
Thanks.
I won't hold you any longer unless... How about some tea?
Sure.
You do know how to keep a man away from his family. How is Seryoga doing?
Full of himself, obviously. Just think about it. My son is a captain now. I never raised a finger for that. Can you believe that?
Of course I can. That's just typically you.
I believe he must achieve everything himself. He
And
builds
real
character.
cigarettes.
Oh, he definitely does. He used to be on the soft side, like his mom. He really toughened up now.
You were always hard on him, almost too hard. I could never be like that.
Actually, and I speak as someone
He's a
who's been
very good
watching you too,
ventriloquist.
I think you're doing amazingly well. He's growing up a real man, an OSCOM fighter.
Yes, he is a huge fan of all things Oscom. We're like superheroes in his eyes. A bit chilling, actually.
But we are heroes. We're saving who we can, and it's all for our children's sake.
Drink.
What could be chilling in that?
He still doesn't understand many things and idealizes us. Thinks we are knights without fear and beyond reproach, but real life is complicated.
What's tea?
You must do certain things. And then look into his eyes thinking, would he understand if I told him about that? And that day will come.
Kirill is a real man. He will understand. A real hero, Slava, isn't someone flexing his muscles and wearing shiny armor. A hero is someone who does what needs to be done. He may get splashed with dirt, even blood sometimes, but he still does the thing because it is necessary. Understanding this makes a man a man.
I'm getting a little bit motion sick, a little bit of motion
Maybe.
sickness from the
But it's
screen
quite
bobbing up and
close to
down.
the ends justify the means from there, though.
Oh, come on. Such a soppy load of crap. Oh, the ends justify the means. You can't say that. Those are bad words. Shame on you. Our philosophy professor, Maria Ivanovna,
Okay, I'm
told
bored
us
of that.
that. But I say they do. How else would you achieve anything? You sacrifice something to get somewhere. Did this ever work differently?
Do they always?
All right, you got me there.
You're right. That's how you achieve things. But I always thought that it was a question of sincerity, if they do or not. Being sincere with yourself first and foremost.
That was deep. Philosophical like. I bet you took Maria Ivanovna's advanced course too.
Well, I think I'll get going now.
Yes, Slava, I'm sorry I kept you here. Go see your son. Give my regards to Kirill and a Happy New Year. I'll be working on my speech in the meantime. Making public addresses. But
Checkers.
the occasion calls for it. Dear citizens of Krasny Prospect and our guests from other stations.
Colonel, sir.
Hello, Colonel, sir. A Happy New Year to you.
To thine as well. Oh. I think I recognize where we are right now.
You filthy drunkard! Just look at yourself!
Very slightly.
Got it.
Oh, I know where we are.
We are celebrating here. Come join us, sir.
Carry on. I'm going home. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Colonel, sir. Give our regards to Kirill.
Just look! Look at what your son has to wear! Look at what I have to wear! There's no food at home! Do you understand that?
Hello, sir. There's too many people in the way. You can't really go through. You'd better go up through the restaurant and get to the gallery from there.
Thanks. Happy New Year.
Same to you, Colonel, sir.
You know what I'm missing to get into proper festive mood? Like before the war.
Kebab?
Oranges.
Come on, Paul, we're gonna be late. What do you mean, Grisha? There's a lot of time left. Besides, you're already tipsy.
This place just
No, Grisha's right. We're going to be late drinking to friendship.
Come on. Ah, yes, friendship. I guess. Let's drink to things this year staying same as they were last year. Only much better.
Could well be so.
Yes!
Sometimes I think kids have it easier. They don't even know the
I don't think he needs any more drinks.
Like the oranges. You don't even see that color anymore. And the
One
smell.
great drink.
Not bad. Damn.
Okay, at least he got into the mouth.
Whoa! Strong shit. Wow. Oh, Oscar, our valiant protector. We should drink to your health.
Sorry, I just can't. I'm still on duty. You go ahead, though.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, I guess next time. Happy New Year. Did we already drink to the New Year?
We started with it.
It can't hurt to drink to it twice.
No, whoa. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep.
Oh, I love this so much. This is strong. Oh, Colonel, sir. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Tell me, Colonel, whatever do I do with this woman, huh?
First of all, you should quit drinking.
Yes, I will, sir. Colonel, I am not drinking no more tonight.
Scale. Eat quality eat. Is it good?
Happy New Year, Colonel Khlebnikov.
Same to you, Misha.
How about a drink? The first one is on the house tonight.
Tempting, but no, thanks.
Suit yourself. You could drop by later once you put your kid to sleep. We'll be open till dawn.
Thank you. I just might.
Look, one day we are going to go outside, are we not? We're not moles to live out our lives underground, you know.
Oh, what a surprise! Drink to the new year with us, Colonel, sir.
Hello, sir. Join us, please. We'd be happy.
Sorry guys, but I gotta get home, see my son. Happy New Year to you all.
Ah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Happy
New Year to you, too. So, say we go outside and meet the army. Some units must have remained. I can't believe we're the only ones. So, you meet, and they ask you to introduce yourself. So you say, I'm Major Bikov. And they go, huh, that's real weird, like. We do have Lieutenant Bikov listed in this book here, but no Major. So you should take those extra stars off and stick them where the sun don't shine.
Ah, that's bullshit.
Really? They could court-martial you for being an imposter of a captain.
Bah, what the hell is up with that? What army are you talking about? We would have heard if it was around. It's been 20 years. Every unit is either just like us at this point, or turned to a regular gang, or just disbanded. And to think there could still be documents, much less someone who'd actually care about them after all this time? Ah, you are shitting me, you know it. Don't even bat an eye. Even if we do meet someone, nobody would give a shit about stars and titles. Now all that matters is if you can do your job. Can you project authority, ensure discipline, carry out orders, the important stuff? We're way past bureaucracy, really.
Why do you think it all came out the way it did? The cities got smashed, that's obvious. But you can't really smash the military with one strike. It's a sea of people, weapons, vehicles.
So the bar showing up is the date.
Like that has to matter, and always does.
December 23rd, 2034.
Rolled out and started gathering the remainders of the others. Then they'd go ahead and
run out of fuel with no hopes of getting any more? All the while, Private Ivanov just won't stay in the unit. He'd rather go back to his home village of middle of nowhere to check on his mom. So what can you do about that? The food reserves are running low, and how do you resupply? The civilians would first give you some, then start hiding it, then start shooting you in the back. And when it becomes obvious that nuclear winter is coming, your unit is bound to disband itself, leaving just a few disjointed gangs behind. There's chaos, insubordination, desertion, marauding, banditry, all around. Each of your commander's orders is dumber than the one before, and then all leadership vanishes like it was never there in the first place. You saw it all happen. Nobody knows what to do, everybody acts on initiative, and the next moment you know, another lieutenant just like you becomes your sworn enemy because he wants the same tanker of
Looks
fuel
like Black
you
gave
have.
up.
You don't need me to tell you this. Do you think it was different anywhere else? I'm telling you, we were lucky to have found a shelter.
That's true. We were. How about we drink to luck?
Ah, yes. Ooh, oh, ooh, Irgos. Whew.
Yep. 31, 12,
I don't like this.
34.
But of course.
Oh, perfect. Oh, oh, good.
You just keep drinking.
To our guys. Oh, I'm loving
Oh, awesome.
Any more?
Smooth flowing. Through
He
that.
fucking impaled his cup into the table.
How about another one?
Of course.
Here goes.
Is it getting stuck further and further in the table? Huh.
Yay, Dad! I bet you didn't expect an ambush here.
Great disguise, Private. Though I must ask, where is your sitrep?
Oh, the mission of helping prepare the celebration is almost accomplished. There's just one light bulb remaining, sir.
At ease, Private. I'll help you.
Happy New Year, Dad. I didn't think you'd make it in time. You were late for my birthday. And Mom's anniversary, too.
You see, I was just doing my best to make sure there were as few sad anniversaries in other families as possible.
Oh, I understand.
Good to hear that. Now, turn it on.
Mission accomplished.
Good job, Private.
Thank you. Oh, Dad, I have something for you. Here, Petrovich helped me fix it.
Cool. Watch.
Oh, thank you, son. Speaking of Petrovich, as soon as the official celebration is over, all personnel are to wash their faces and arrive at Petrovich's place wearing dress uniform.
Yay! Arrive at Petrovich's, clean face and dress uniform. Roger that, Corona, sir. Wow, the tree is so beautiful.
Yes, listen.
Dear citizens of Krasny Prospect and our guests from other stations. Year 2034 is almost over. It wasn't an easy year, but all the hardship only served to make us close our ranks around our common goal. The well-being of everyone living down here in the tunnels. We are all looking forward to the coming year, expecting change for the better. And it is sure to arrive to our concerted effort as a community. On behalf of OSCOM leadership, I thank you all for your good work and wish you a Happy New Year. Happy 2035! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
It's not just going to be a normal celebration when it hits 0, is it?
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Yay! Oh, damn it. Achievement unlocked. New year. Present time.
Comms check. Do you read me? Over. Kirill, I'm at the trading stalls. Where's that passage to Sibirskaya?
It's downstairs. OSCOM HQ used to be there. They brought the green stuff they took from the people there.
I see. Confiscations.
Didn't we go into this room as Artyom? I feel like we did. At a certain point.
Found it. Thank you, Private.
Citizens, we urge you to remain calm. Voluntarily submit your stocks of radio protector to the authority. Remember, our common duty is to stand together and ensure the common good of all the citizenry.
May I, General? Sir.
Not funny, Slava, and I'm not in the mood for jokes. What's up at Sibirskaya?
We're all done there, and this is what we got. It's not much.
This is bad. We're in the middle of a fallout spot, and we'll have to roast for 500 clicks at the very least. Your guys brought a bunch of maps, but there are no really safe areas on any of them. I had hopes for Lake Baikal, but...
Still looking for Baikal. The archive is trashed. As for the radiation, that's what the filters are for. Keeping the dust out.
Filters. All the carriages are so radioactive, no filters will help us without the green stuff. There will be children too. You have a son yourself, so you know children need more.
I know. Do we have enough?
Not for everyone at once. First, we'll evacuate the core people. Prepare.
I like the
clean
little
rolling
hint
stock,
that
and
they
then bring
deliberately
everybody else
give
out.
kids less, even though
So
they
you
need
mean we're
the
going
regular
to split
dosage.
people into sorts? The ones we say
Little-
first, and then the rest
You know
the
what's at
dregs?
stake.
Manipulation
Our
for the
children
people that
among
don't
all
know.
else. What's there to discuss? Didn't expect that from you of all people. Think about Kirill. I, for one, thought about him. You two will be leaving with the first train. So don't fail me now. Just forget it all and take a break. Your people can handle the prospect by themselves.
All right.
I want another smoke. How about you?
Sure.
Don't mind if I do.
Help yourself then. It's been a while since I had smokes like this. The dirty stations are crawling with troublemakers. You know the sort. They've been rambling about doing away with the regime and starting a new life.
And they're going to catch the day.
Exactly. As soon as it becomes known that we've no green stuff left, and then the rumors of evacuation start. And they will.
Naturally. Exaggerated ones at that. The leadership is running away, abandoning the common folk. A chance they won't miss.
Well, you understand it all. We'll uphold order for as long as we can. God save us from a full-blown uprising. Still,
So they're at least trying
God favors
to
the
get
prepared.
everyone out,
Keep
but
your weapon ready, Slava. We're in for one bumpy ride.
anti-establishment people.
Yes, this is going to get ugly.
But we don't have a choice in this. Either we save who we can, or we descend into chaos and all die. So if you do have to shoot, look at this as a war on living dead. Each rioter is an animated corpse trying to drag us into its grave.
A cynical view.
That doesn't
Cynical,
help much.
but realistic. Let's hope it doesn't go that far. Are your people ready to do their part?
Well, those who weren't all dropped out years ago. What's your take on the others?
I'm not sure about some of them. We'll start quietly disbanding and disarming their units.
You are risking splashing fuel on the embers.
What else can I do? Damned if I do and if I don't.
True enough. You know, I do feel drained. I guess I'll excuse myself.
Of course. Have some rest while you still have a chance. I fear you haven't got long. And Slava, take care.
You too, Tolia.
So, what did he say?
Well, he said they understand
That's the same
our
office,
predicament,
but it does
and
not
they
look nearly
value
as
our
nice as it did.
contribution and cooperation a lot. And as soon as they get a hold of the new stock, we will be reimbursed fully and with interest, just as the paper says. He basically hinted that I had an official paper, signed and stamped, and that was the best I could have.
What was your answer?
What could it be? Yes, General, everything is as you say. Thank you for seeing me despite your busy schedule. You do understand that we had all our hard-earned wealth confiscated, so we are worried. He walked me to the door and shook my hand, with all respect.
You weakling! What did I tell you? You had to make a stand! These papers are good for nothing, save for adorning the walls of fucking fools! You had to demand a real document, an IOU from the General himself, with date and his signature. You are a respectable man, Yakov. How can you let him do this to you?
There was nothing else for me. He let me know right off the bat. It's obvious, really. It's in the way he looked, his handshake. He would have declined, so I just saved face.
That's just because you, Yakov, are a coward and he knew you'd give in. You just had to push back. Just stay here. I'll go talk to him and get the thing that we need. You'll see. Someone must have some balls in his family.
Don't you dare! It's all done already, all said and done.
My mom was right about you after all.
It just cuts out right there. Alright. And all the guards are standing around with guns at the ready.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, all the color is gone from this place.
We'll be starting soon. Please get in line.
Colonel. Tell them to start handing it out. We can't wait anymore.
Please stay calm. They'll be starting soon.
Let us through! Step away! Colonel, sir, permission to address.
Yes.
Granted.
An anonymous tip on excess stock. We can't ignore those, but they won't open the door.
I think I know who it
I
is.
see. Let's go.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be the
I feel
rail
like you like me a
rail
lot.
car guy.
Watch where you touch, soldier boy. Don't get excited. It will end in a heartbreak. I don't swing that way.
What the hell is with
Enough
you?
already. It's taking too long. Enough of your whining. We know all about your schemes. And you're on the hook because of martial law. You'll be standing here until we find it. And if you continue resisting, you'll swing any way I choose until you tell where the green stuff is.
What the hell is with you?
Just remember
Come
the
over
new
here,
year.
sir.
Didn't we have a drink right over here? You remember?
Of course I do. Young Grisha definitely had too much that night. We had to carry him home.
Yes, and then we lost him on the way, because we were all pissed drunk ourselves.
Those are probably the three people drinking their asses off.
I can't help but miss those days. They were simple and fun somehow.
Yes, fun. You're right about that. And simple. Can't argue.
Open up, Petrovich.
Slava.
Oh,
Thanks.
no. I
Follow me. Mikhail Petrovich, you know why we are here. I suggest you donate your excess stock voluntarily, or there will be trouble.
I can't. You know I can't do that. It is for my granddaughter. I have been saving from my own allowance.
I can't do anything. We had a tip about your stock and had to react to that. Commence the search. Check there.
Fuck, this is so unfair. I earned this, saved my wages.
I know, but
It
we
was
follow
earned
the rules.
honestly.
I found the
And you
cash,
know
sir.
it.
He does have some.
I can't
Not
say.
too much here, though.
My granddaughter is sick. She needs that.
Sure, your granddaughter. I bet it's going to the market.
Colonel, tell them, please. You know it's true.
Sir, this can't be all he has.
Enough. We're only confiscating the excess stock.
a good guy.
But, sir, I will have to report everything.
Take this to HQ and report that stopping the search was my decision.
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't have a choice. Thanks for leaving me, son.
I'm sorry too. You were right about choice, though. Nobody had it. I'll be going now. Don't mention it.
Thank you, Slav.
Enough is enough. Your quota wasn't
Duty
conquered
and
at the
conscience.
dinner. It was calculated properly, and you're short. Pay the rest.
Look, officer, think about it. Where am I
Another
supposed
note.
to get so much?
Hey, look, I missed one. How fitting. Boris, if you get any losers bringing you Oxum receipts instead of green stuff, tell them to all get bent. Yes, those are official receipts, stamped and signed, and they promise to pay it all back. But do you believe them even for a second? They're just robbing suckers blind. My joint is full of losers at the moment. Each had a box of 2 expropriated tops. At first I thought I'd take the slips at half value and make a nice buck, but then Baldy arrives with a slip for whole 2 ampules. Now either they pay in real green stuff or go fuck themselves. As for these slips, they only seem to be good for wiping ass. Misha.
You took all the green stuff from the people, the trade is dead, and you saddle me with a quota fit for a mogul.
Put yourself in my shoes. I have a quota as well, and nobody cares how I'm gonna meet it.
Quota schmota, I can't just wish for more green stuff to appear out of thin air. And you can tell your superiors that.
Yeah, they didn't plan this whole thing out very well.
We have a set quota here.
They really should have just tried to leave very quickly.
At ease, Lieutenant. I think we must make do with what we have.
Where's the
I understand, Colonel.
Your
sir.
wife.
You are dismissed.
Yes, sir.
He is dead.
Thank you, sir. You saved me. How? Why? He had me by the throat. I kept explaining, but nothing worked. I'm so glad you just happened to be passing by.
She had a heart problem. Always worried about things. About children. My drinking.
I'm sorry to hear that. I never knew she died.
Look, could I borrow some from you, please? I need some green stuff. I'm in mourning.
Can't you see what's going on? I don't have any myself. Nobody has, really. Oscom takes it all from everyone. I can only give you my condolences and nothing else, really.
Oh, it is all because of you. You people. You destroyed my whole life. You people killed her, you did.
Dialogue. Little off. Oh well. What's up here?
You keep saying that I'm just a dirty whiner and that everything will be fine. Do you still think it will?
Of course. We are in a tight spot, true, but you've got to look at the bright side.
Is this that guy whose head was on a spike in modern day?
We would run out of the
He has
green stuff
glasses.
eventually, and you all laughed at me. Well, look who's laughing now.
The last time we had some green stuff supply problems, you also shouted the sky was falling, didn't you? You certainly did. And the last time before, you were in an abject panic. 5 years ago, too. You remember that? Yet it was all sorted out, every time.
Well, I made a few mistakes, but I was right in principle. After all, none of you think there's actually an endless supply of green stuff, do you? So, one day, it's bound to run dry.
You should be careful with things you say. We are under martial law. But I will answer even so. The people at the top aren't dumber than you. They must have a plan.
They do.
So,
But
we will get over this.
I've been
You'll
sworn
see.
to abject secrecy. Because I guess that would be smart than letting the public know that there's a plan. I honestly don't know how that works, but oh well. I would think saying to get people ready to
So that
evacuate
Sure, Event Cuckoo.
because of
Or the depot.
to get away from the radiation. I'm sure people would be perfectly happy doing that.
Here, that dumbass.
how can you put it like this?
I can put it even harder.
The problem is
They
probably
shouldn't even
waiting
let
as
us
long
rabble
as
in
they
here,
did.
much less give them handouts.
Shh. They'll hear you.
Right.
You're what?
Oscom, open up! Hello there, Private. I'm completely drained. Kirill? All right, Private. Tell me what's going on.
Nothing. I just don't want
You don't want what?
to be a private! And I don't want to be an Oscom anymore!
Right. Please, elaborate on that.
I went to Sibirskaya, and I saw the soldiers taking green stuff from people. And one traitor, when I give it to them, started shouting. They beat him up and took all the green stuff anyway.
Well, this is just unacceptable. First thing tomorrow, I'm going to get their names.
You said Oscom protects people, but you just take their green stuff away. Why?
It's not easy. We're short on green stuff. That's why we must take from those who have lots of it and give to those who don't have enough. Or else the rich would just sit on their stock while the poor would all die. Could you call that fair?
Not at all.
Communistic martial law never fails, ever.
Right.
Ever.
Of course, those who we take from aren't happy, but there's no other way, you see?
Yeah, if I had all my green stuff taken, I wouldn't be happy about that. But I understand now.
Good. Still, those soldiers were wrong. I'll make sure they are punished, and then they'll have to go and apologize.
Yes, make them. They must apologize.
Great. Speaking of green stuff, it's time we gave you a shot, so give me your arm.
All right.
Done.
Singh has given the ravioli can a run for its money.
Kirill, Mueller here. Do you read? Over.
I read you, Colonel. There's some static. Over.
I hear static too. I'm entering Sibirskaya. Was this where the last battle happened? Over.
Yes, I only know of it from Father's words. Right before the rioters started their last attack, we had to talk.
3 months earlier.
Dad, do you really have to go? We didn't rest at all.
The rioters are advancing. There's no time for rest.
It's gone into full-blown riots.
Tell me, Dad, if we, Oscom, are protecting people, why lie to them?
Wow. You've grown up, Private. And I'm none the wiser. So let's have a grown-up talk. Should we tell the truth? Of course. But life is a complex thing. In the hands of our enemies, truth may be dangerous. We must carefully choose who we can entrust with it and who we cannot. The command sees the whole picture and makes decisions. However unpleasant those decisions might be sometimes, they are still necessary. The command thinks about everyone, while the civilians only think about themselves. That is why the truth that might scare them must be kept secret, for their own good. Do you understand that?
I do, but still, This is a scary way of thinking.
There are a lot of scary things in life. Yet, I brought you up well. You are strong and brave. You can take it. All right, time to go. You get home and don't step out or let anyone in until I'm back. It's an order.
Yes, Colonel, sir.
Sergeant, walk him home.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Kirill.
All right. Good luck, Dad.
Good luck, son.
I don't like this. It doesn't feel right. Why would it? It's a big drum. I also keep forgetting to press E because I'm an idiot. Let's go to medical. It's all maxed out. This is the switch that the Colonel flipped, isn't it? Get an idea of this, like where you are. This little bits in the environment. Investigation letter to Oscom Special Department Investigator Prepletchik, YI. Even cursory examination of the bodies revealed classic symptoms of medium severity radiation sickness in most of the rioters: hemorrhages, atrophic lesions of skin and mucous membranes, hair loss, etc. Judging by the severity of symptoms, they stopped taking the radio protector over a month ago. Is it possible to narrow it down more, though? As to do that, I need to know the stations where they've been spending most of their time at during that period. I deem conducting autopsies unnecessary, as I simply do not have enough personnel available. Head of Medical Department, Bondar AV.
Slava, I'm sorry about that. I know you had no choice. Had I said nothing, they would have never believed they found
Water
the
under
ball.
the bridge. Neither I nor you had a choice in this, Petrovich. Good luck to you two. See you on the train.
Thank you.
So they're finally trying to extract everybody out of here. At long fucking last.
Glad to see you back.
It only took them a full-scale riot for them to finally do it.
Well, don't stand around. Man the defenses.
Yes, sir.
Will it all work out if I don't shoot? Oh shit!
Hold them! Hold them,
That's not good. Whoops.
Listen here. The engineers are all down, but the charges are set. We have to reach the detonation device and use it.
Lieutenant, I'll take the detonator. Give me cover.
Yes, sir.
Attention! Covering fire for the Colonel. No saving ammo.
Roger that!
Move out.
All these guys have a decent amount of ammo on them. Ah. Oh, there's the tank. They blew up the tank. Oh, more rockets.
We got you covered, sir! Get the detonator!
There you are. Oh, Jesus. Flaming body. Getting white phosphorus vibes from this. It's not right. Except it's not nearly as bad as white phosphorus.
Come in, HQ. Klemnikov here.
HQ here.
And if you don't know what I mean, play Spec Ops The Line. It's a great game.
Fall back to Sibirskaya and stop them there. I've got no one else to rely on.
Roger that. Over and out.
Colonel, sir! They blew the airlock and are coming down from the surface! Colonel! Here, sir! Cover me! I'll spray this acid! I'm out! Falling back!
And none of this shit is kosher. I do not feel good for doing this reenactment.
Sir! Just fall back to the second line!
Hold them here! To the last man! There won't be any real reinforcements! It's either us or them!
Those machine gun, they have rockets. And a flamethrower. And then the monsters, I would guess, claim their territory. Shit. I thought there wasn't going to be any backup.
Can you walk, sir? What's going on?
Oh, fuck, gas.
Bastards! They're using gas! Get out, everyone! Gas! It's gas!
Hold on, sir. I'll help. Just hold on. I'll report to the general. General, sir, there's been...
What?
Operation successful. Pawns are all dealt with. Ready for evacuation.
Oh, you fuck.
What do you mean? Already left? What?
What's going on?
We're covering evacuation.
Evacuation? But you just killed everyone! Soldiers, civilians! Nobody left to evacuate!
Slava, there's only enough green stuff left to evacuate the leadership. Everyone else is doomed. Gas was used just to cut the agony short.
So you knew it!
Bastard.
You knew it all along, you motherfucker!
Did I have a choice?
Yes, you could have left earlier.
What difference does it make now? They made a mistake leaving me. Petrov! The fuckers left without us. Get Seryoga on the line now. What? Dead? Seryoga? Son. Now listen to me. There's an RPG in the gun cabinet. Get it and rush to the old crossroads. Blow the fuckers up there. Go!
So, what do we do now?
Whatever. I had enough. So long, Slava.
So that's what those gas tanks were for. Just to kill everyone there.
Uncle Tolia? Did he just kill himself? Why?
Don't look there.
I'm sorry I broke your order. There was a shooting at the station. Then it all went quiet, and you didn't come. I was worried, and I went looking for you.
Listen, I told you earlier. Who should be told the truth, and who should not? Forget it. It's not for us to decide. And if you're being fooled, it's never for your own good. That's why he's dead.
I understand.
Good. And now, let's go home, son.
You don't shine a flashlight in people's eyes, son. That's not a good idea. Present time. Colonel Miller.
Kirill, Miller here. I'm at the bunker entrance.
Roger that, Colonel. You'll be off the grid inside, so please, be careful.
I will, Kirill. Miller, over and out.
Fine, this is Older. Come in, over.
Older, this is Pine. Speak. Over.
Private, I'm at the bunker's door. I'll be off the grid while I'm down there. Don't know how long. When is the next scheduled radio contact?
Stay sharp, Colonel.
The battery?
Keeping it charged.
The door?
Look, I'm eating the liver too. And burning the slime, and I don't go to the dirty stations ever. Dad, fill out the one cheat sheet for me. I'm reading off it now.
You do just that. Reading helps you remember. That's all, Pine. I'm going offline.
Roger that, Older. Over and out.
Pine, come in. Over.
Pioneer, over.
I love you, son. A whole lot.
I love you too, Dad.
And I want you to eat that liver, without fail. Over and out.
Father and son. Achievement unlocked.
Oscom soldiers, you have accepted a mission of absolute secrecy and utmost importance. To recover a map of a region with tolerable levels of radioactive pollution from the Satellite Communication Center's archive. Circumstantial data suggests that special attention must be paid to maps detailing left by Gal. So far, our efforts have been consistently proving fruitless. But now, you must be successful, no matter the cost. I can't disclose the ultimate goal of this search at the moment, but I'll have you know that lives of all the Metro dwellers depend on it. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, gentlemen.
And how'd that work out? Alright, let's see. Stalker's Diary, Day 1. The Colonel's office rocker. He wants us to go back to the comm center and get more maps so that the brass in HQ could sit around looking important. Nobody cares if we watch a couple of lethal doses each looking for the stupid things. The bunker's bad news. Radiation's so high the guys call it the egg boiler. Then there's the mutants too. Most of them are nothing special, but there have been sightings of blind giants. Probably the reason several groups went missing. The place sucks, just like this mission. At least they're giving us enough green stuff. It's gotta count for something, especially nowadays. I gonna encounter to where I need this flamethrower?
All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately.
Oh, radiation. Alright then. Who's making scary noises at me? Show yourself, coward.
System will reboot now. All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately. All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately.
Rads are setting in.
Compromised. Initiating reactor shutdown. All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately. All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately. Attention. Reactor biological shielding is compromised. Reactor containment failure. Switching to reserve power. Reactor containment failure. Reserve power engaged.
Too small. He's like he's in his full hazmat gear. He's not gonna squeeze through any holes. I could think of a few monsters that could though.
Reserve power failure. Switching to main power source. System reboot imminent.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to deal with stuff first, aren't we?
Reboot preparation. 20% complete.
Yep, there it is.
Preparation. 40% complete. System reboot preparation. 60% complete. System reboot preparation. 80% complete.
Burn, baby. What are you hiding there for? Come on, play.
Preparation. 100% complete. System reboot complete. Switching to main power source.
That's not opening.
All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately. Reactor containment system. Reserve power engaged. All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately. Reserve power source failing.
Can't die now. Or any time, really.
Reactor containment failure. Reserve power engaged.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have done that. Okay.
All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately.
Oh, auto pneumatic system. Cool. Let's keep moving.
All
Deeper into the
personnel
belly
to
of the beast.
evacuate the complex immediately.
Alright, let's see. A note. Stalker's Diary 2. The old reports were correct. It does look like the reactor is still functioning. The place still has power. The reactor also seems to be leaking otherwise. Where could all this radiation be coming from? That power doesn't make our lives much easier, though. Had it been regular, it certainly would, but it was. As it is, it just comes on and off randomly and can't be relied on. You guys are already telling scary stories about the souls of the dead messing with the controls. It's all a load of crap, of course. The place is just all rusty and rotten, so its machinery has gone awry.
All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately. Reserve power failure. Switching to main power source. Reserve power source failing. System reboot imminent. System reboot preparation. 80% complete.
Yes, burn. Burn! Super extended magazine?
All personnel
Sounds
to
cool.
evacuate the complex immediately.
Yes, come to the doorway.
All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately.
Man, the throttle pump is great. You just don't have to pump it at all.
System reboot preparation is 40% complete. System reboot complete. Switching to main power source.
What is that?
Reactor containment area. Reserve power engaged. Reserve power source. Switching to main power source. All system reboot image complex and system will reboot reactor shutdown. Switching to main power source. All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately.
What the fuck? The game just slid me to like the center here, so I could. Oh, he just got low-keyed.
Initiating reactor shutdown. Switching to reserve power.
Fuck, coming in to save that stupid ape's life. I'd say there was a ton of ammo lying around everywhere. How do you know I'm here? You're blind. Jesus.
System reboot preparation is 40% complete. System reboot complete. Switching to main power source.
I just have to keep my distance, literally just sprint back when I need to.
Reactor containment area. Reserve power engaged.
There it is.
All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately. Biological initiating reactor shutdown. Switching to reserve power. All personnel to evacuate the complex immediately.
What the fuck? I used a med kit. I can't hide? Is that what it said? I'm not trying to hide. I'm trying to kill all of you. How much punishment can he take? What the fuck? Ah, fuck. That's interesting strategy. Oh shit, radiation.
All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately.
Radiation, no entry. Well, can't follow those rules. Already irradiated.
Reserve power source failing. Reserve power source. Switching to main power source. System reboot imminent.
Stay conscious. Conscious.
Preparation. 60.
Radiation map. Nice.
System will reboot now.
Nope.
All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately. All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately. Attention. Reactor biological fusion accomplished.
Wait. Could this be?
Inject yourself. Suffering from very bad radiation poisoning. Although maybe that's where Colonel got his extra dosage.
Kirill. This is it. I found it.
Didn't inject yourself, crazy bastard. Big monkey is over there. not want to disturb Big Monkey.
All personnel are to evacuate the complex immediately. System reboot complete. Switching to main power system.
Fuck.
System reboot complete. Switching to main power system.
Like, what the fuck happened there? Please inject yourself now. Stop being an idiot. Ah, fuck. Oh, no. Of course, the worst had to happen.
Kirill, I'm coming back. I just need a tiny bit of rest. I'm just so tired.
And that's how they found the one safe spot, I'm guessing. Colonel Miller found the blueprints of a reliable, unirradiated location. I guess we'll find out in a little bit.
There you are, brother. You found the maps and took a break, I see. I need a breather, too. Boy, do these hunks of iron chafe. Gotta watch out not to stay for too long, though. Your son sent me here, told where to look. He's tough, your Kirill. Yes, I can see his effort. Children, it's always about them. I'm here because of my daughter. She's smart, strong, kind, beautiful. I can't even tell you how proud I am of her and how much I love her. I'm trying to be a father, but end up a colonel. It's as if by showing affection, I'd also show my vulnerability, not just to her, to her husband too. At first, I even thought that boy was all right. But his obsession with truth started driving me mad. He kept risking his life while he had the love of the best woman in the world. Decent people want normal things. A thicker broth, a warm place to call home, and healthy children. But he wants truth. Let me glance at those maps. Boy, was I mad at him. But then I took a closer look at the world, and re-examined my life up to that point somewhat. Especially when I heard your story. I saw my past self in you, friend. We both served the great lie, because we both made ourselves believe it was necessary. And if not for him, I would have ended up like you did. But now, finally, my life has a real purpose for a change. All because I can finally look the truth in the eye. I think you understand. Thank you for the maps. Don't think it was all in vain. You saved us all. And Krill, I'll give him this watch and make sure he gets out of this hellhole. You have my word. Well, it's time. Farewell, Colonel Klipnikov. Rest easy. Artyom, stay with me. Hold on, son.
Real Colonel. Yeah, so that was his dosage. Yeah, so that was pretty good. An enjoyable 2-ish hour, probably more like a hour and a half if you're not reading and trying to find everything like I am. But it took me about 2 hours to complete. A little over 2 hours. So that was enjoyable. Flamethrower. It's fun to use for sure. But now we have one more, right? And we get to play as Sam. In a different open world area. That should be fun. But I think once we're done with these credits, I'll just call it for the night. Because fuck whatever thing I have, makes it hard to talk. And I have to shut my microphone off every few minutes to just cough my ass off. But you gotta do what you gotta do when you're just completely bored out of your mind, right? For all I know, I might just start up, close the stream, and then just start up the new DLC and play that for an hour and a half as the night goes on. We'll see. We've been going over the main game voice cast again, but they weren't in this. Aside from, Colonel Miller. So, anybody have any good conversation topics? No? Thought so. We'll just sit here and continue enjoying the acoustic guitar. A Deep Silver logo. Here, I thought we were almost done. How ignorant of me. Like, I'm not even reading the names anymore. I'm just waiting. And there it is. The game's logo. Alright. So I guess we got to start the next one soon. It's currently 9:57 or 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock before daylight savings time decided to come and just make my nights a lot shorter feeling. So, screw it. Well, I'll stop the stream and restart it so it's divided into better parts. And we'll just roll from there. Okay. See you next time.